Hey, Granny Gear here. We're back at Sea Otter, and we're over at the Moots booth. We're going to take a look at the new MX Divide, their 4-inch travel full suspension 29er. We're going to talk to Jon Cariveau. He's going to tell us what's so special about this bike. You know, Moots makes some beautiful stuff. They really are works of art in metal, and we're going to let them talk about what happens when you add full suspension to a Moots. What's up, Jon? Tell us a little bit. Walk us through the MX Divide.
So the MX Divide is new for us in 2012. We introduced it at Interbike in September, and now we've gone to production of this bike and delivering it late April and throughout the month of May to our dealers. What we have is a 29-inch wheel platform around a 4-inch travel suspension, both front and rear. It is a modified single pivot design. So what it allows us to do is achieve that 4 inches of travel and keep it very plush through the entire range, yet since it's a single pivot, it's very efficient under pedaling load. We worked with the Soto group here in California to develop that suspension for us, and what we've come up with is a combination of a full titanium front end, titanium seat stay kit, and aluminum 60-61 chainstay assembly. And aluminum, what that does for us is it accommodates much bigger tire clearance, gives us a nice chain ring clearance as well, and keeps the bottom end of the bike tied together nicely. So what we've got is a carbon swing link that ties that shock to the frame. We're running the Fox Kashima coated RP23 on that bike. And we are featuring on the bike as stock the 142/12 solid rear axle standard these days, which really ties the suspension together nicely in a very nice stiff lateral sense. The MX Divide also pulls from our RSL line of bikes. So what we've taken from those bikes are the 44mm head tube, the oversized 35mm seat tube that takes the 30.9 seat post, and then we've also wrapped that around a press fit BB30. So we're able to use oversized tubing without counter mitering into each other, so it really bolsters the stiffness of the frame. And then we've added some really nice aesthetic curves to the bike. Fork crown clearance is a big issue with the 29ers, so we've done this double curve similar to the MX RSL bike. The entire bike, a 19-inch, weighs in at about 25¼ pounds, ready to ride. So we're really after this cross-country crowd, longer distances, 29-inch wheel platform. Very efficient. The bikes that we've been riding over last summer and last fall were prototypes, and we were very happy with how they responded on the trail. And over the winter we did make some revisions to that bike. We went to the 142/12 axle. We changed a couple of mounts on the bike, and feel that we've really hit it with this.
Yeah, I was going to ask you who you thought your target audience, and I was going to say like the all-day rider, the endurance rider, the cross-country guy,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
With cross country on 29 dual suspension, it can tend to be a bit of a sluggish bike, but with the MX Divide, the way we've got the geometry set up, the suspension set up, it becomes a very efficient bike and very comfortable for that all-day cross-country ride.
And we're hoping it's going to continue in that Moots edition where you can like hand it down to your kids, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. We've the amount of work that goes into the MX Divide is pretty staggering. The number of small machine parts, linkage systems is quite extensive, but we're very proud of how it turned out and feel like we've left no stone unturned.
Hey, thanks, Jon. We're looking forward to seeing some of these out on the trail. Thanks for your time.
You bet.
Bye.